Alright, picture this, it's just before dawn. I'm sitting on my dock with a steaming mug of coffee, the kind that burns your fingers just right, watching the mist roll off Lake Haven like it's whispering secrets. My name's Ethan Brooks, and this lake? It's been in my family since my granddad bought it back in '59. Then, out of nowhere, the Pinewood HOA rolls in like they're staging a damn military operation, red signs screaming, community property, yellow tape flapping like it's a crime scene, and folks in hard hats stomping around like they own the place. I'm just sitting there, phone propped up for my usual morning stream to my 150 followers, trying not to laugh as this circus unfolds. Little did I know, this was about to become the wildest Tuesday of my life, a showdown that'd blow up the internet and change everything. So, I hit record, sipping my coffee, narrating the chaos like it's a nature documentary. Good morning, internet. Looks like we've got some uninvited guests trying to claim my lake with nothing but attitude and a clipboard. The HOA's ringleader, Catherine Walsh, steps out of her shiny BMW like she's auditioning for a corporate villain role, tailored suit, heels clicking, radiating that "I run this town" energy. She's barking orders at her crew, who are hammering a sign into my dock like they're planting a flag on the moon. My chat's already buzzing 200 viewers, then 500, then 1,000. As people start sharing this madness faster than you can say viral. I'm thinking, this is my land, deed and all, and these folks are about to learn they picked the wrong guy to mess with. Catherine spots my phone, and her face sours like she bit a lemon. She marches over, all righteous fury, and says, loud enough for the stream to catch every word, "Sir, you need to stop recording. This is official HOA business to reclaim community assets." Her lawyer, some jittery guy who looks like he'd rather be anywhere else, whispers something in her ear, but she waves him off like he's a pesky fly. I lean into the camera, grinning, and say, "Ma'am, this is my property, and I'm just enjoying my coffee. Care to explain to the 2,000 folks watching what legal right you think you have to stick signs on my land?" The chat goes wild, emojis flying, people digging up Texas property law, and someone even finds Catherine's LinkedIn, tying her to Walsh Properties, a development company with big plans for community improvements. That's when it hits me, this isn't just about HOA nonsense. Catherine's got dollar signs in her eyes, and my quiet little lake is the key to her next big project. I'm no lawyer, but I've got my granddad's deed, and it's ironclad. Still, I'm wondering, do I let this slide and keep the peace, or do I push back and risk turning my morning coffee into a war? The answer comes when Catherine makes her first big mistake. She lunges for my phone, trying to snatch it right out of my hands in front of thousands of witnesses. My coffee mug goes flying, splashing dark roast all over the dock, and I barely catch the phone before it hits the water. "Well, folks," I say, wiping coffee off my shirt, "I think you just saw an attempted theft, but I'll let you decide." The chat explodes, Lake Haven takeover starts trending, and clips of Catherine's lunge are everywhere. I'm still reeling when I head inside to grab the deed from my granddad's old filing cabinet. My daughter, Lily, pops her head out of the kitchen, all of 13 and sharper than most adults. "Dad, why's there a construction crew in our yard? And why's your stream at 5,000 viewers?" I laugh, because what else can you do when your quiet morning turns into a reality show? Digging through the cabinet, I find the deed clear as day, Lake Haven's mine. But then, tucked behind it, there's this old map, hand-drawn by my granddad, labeled Brooks Water System, 1959. It shows underground channels running from the lake to half the neighborhood, Mrs. Carter's orchard, the Thompson's garden, all fed by this hidden network my granddad built after the war. I hold it up to the camera, my voice shaking a bit. "Folks, this isn't just about my lake. My granddad built a whole system that's been keeping this community alive for 60 years. The chat loses it. Engineers and history buffs start geeking out, explaining how rare and clever this setup is. I walk outside, following the map to a stone by the lake. Sure enough, there's a concrete inlet, water flowing steady as ever. I'm streaming it all, showing the world this isn't just a pretty view, it's the heart of our neighborhood. Mrs. Carter, our neighbor, comes out, waving her phone. "Ethan, I've been watching your stream. That Walsh woman's trying to kill my garden by taking your lake." She shows me the hidden channel behind her shed, water feeding her peach trees. The chat's at 8,000 now, and people are posting about Texas water rights, saying systems like this are protected by law. Things escalate when I knock on Mike Thompson's door. Mike's been Catherine's biggest cheerleader on the HOA board, always backing her votes. He opens the door, looking like he'd rather be anywhere else. "Ethan, I didn't know about the water system," he mumbles. His wife, Sarah, hands me a development proposal from Walsh Properties to fill in the lake for a luxury condo complex. Mike's face goes red. Catherine said it was just a decorative pond. I didn't know it was saving us thousands on water bills. The chat's at 10,000, and people are livid. Catherine's been lying to her own board, using the HOA to push her company's profits. Then, the cavalry arrives not for Catherine, but for me. 3 EPA vans pull up, and Agent Laura Bennett steps out, all business with a tablet full of regulations. Someone in the chat filed a complaint using my stream as evidence, and the feds moved fast. "Mrs. Walsh," Laura says, cool as ice, "we've got reports of interference with a protected water system. Show me your permits." Catherine's lawyer looks like he's about to faint, and she snaps, "This is a private HOA matter." Laura doesn't blink. "Water rights are federal, ma'am, especially for systems predating local zoning. You're on hold until we investigate." The chat's at 15,000, and people are cheering. Federal law just slammed the brakes on Catherine's scheme. Catherine, though, she's not one to back down. She doubles down, yelling, "I don't care what some bureaucrat says. This is our community." Laura's typing on her tablet, probably quoting Catherine's defiance in her report. "Ma'am," she says, "are you admitting intent to violate federal law?" The chat's going nuts. Someone posts penalties for environmental crimes, and Catherine's lawyer is practically begging her to shut up. The construction crew starts packing up, one guy muttering, "We didn't sign up for federal charges." I'm just standing there, streaming, thinking how my granddad's map turned this power grab into a public disaster. 3 weeks later, I'm back at my dock, coffee in hand, but now there's an EPA marker where Catherine's sign used to be. Brooks Water System, protected 1959. My streams are pulling 50,000 viewers daily, dubbed Justice Coffee by the internet. Catherine's company got hit with federal charges: conspiracy, environmental violations, the works. She shows up one morning, no suit, no swagger, just her and her daughter, Sophie, looking like they've been through hell. Sophie speaks first, shy but sincere. "Mr. Brooks, I'm sorry for what my mom did. Your granddad's system is amazing." Catherine looks at the camera, voice heavy. "I let greed cloud my judgment. I'm funding the system's restoration as part of my plea deal." The chat softens, some folks even praising her for owning up. Lily joins me that day, grinning. "Dad, this isn't just our lake anymore. It's a movement." She's right. Communities nationwide are using our playbook, protecting their water with live streams and federal law. Lily's built a map tracking these fights, red dots for battles, green for wins. CNN shows up, calling it the Lake Haven effect. A professor says we've changed how environmental justice works. Even Sophie's studying engineering now, inspired by my granddad's work. 6 months later, I'm still streaming, 200,000 viewers strong. We've built a network, the Community Water Alliance, linking 300 towns fighting for their resources. This lake, this dock, this coffee, they're symbols now. Proof that one person with a phone can take down corruption. My granddad wrote that water finds the path of least resistance, but it also carves the land it flows through. That's us ordinary folks shaping the world by standing up. So, I'm asking you, what's your community's lake? What would you do if someone tried to take it? Drop your thoughts below, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and let's keep this fight flowing.